Being a kid in the Wild West wasn't adventurous or fun like the movies. It was survival mode from the moment you woke up. Kids weren't playing cowboy. They were living through a world filled with danger, hard work, disease, and violence. And almost none of it cared whether you were a child or not. What people don't realize is that growing up in the Wild West came with brutal challenges that shaped every single day of your life. And there were three realities that every kid had to face if they wanted to make it to adulthood. Life in the West was unpredictable and unforgiving. Kids woke up before sunrise to milk cows, haul water, chop wood, feed animals, and help on the farm. None of it was optional. If you didn't work, your family didn't survive. And this wasn't light work. Kids carried buckets heavier than their own arms, walked miles just to get water, and handled dangerous tools long before they were ready. Imagine being 8 years old and already expected to plow fields, drive wagons, or herd cattle through open land filled with wolves and bandits. Childhood wasn't a phase. It was a job. And that job was everything. But the environment around them made it worse. The West was filled with nature that didn't care if you were a kid. Snakes hiding under floorboards, coyotes stalking livestock, flash floods sweeping through camps, and diseases spreading through towns with no warning. Doctors were rare, medicine was limited, and a simple cut could turn deadly. Kids grew up watching siblings get sick and never recover. Parents push through illnesses while still working, and entire families pack up and leave just to escape harsh winters or drought. The landscape was beautiful, but it was also a constant threat. And then came the danger humans brought. Violence was everywhere. Outlaws, drunken cowboys, shootouts, and sudden attacks on towns. Kids saw gunfights break out in the middle of the street, saloons erupt into chaos, and people disappeared during long wagon trips. If you miscalculated a route, trusted the wrong stranger, or showed up at the wrong place, you didn't get a second chance. Children learned early to stay alert, avoid trouble, and stay close to their families, because wandering off in the West didn't mean getting lost. It meant not coming back. Travel made everything even worse. Families on the move faced weeks of dangerous wagon trails. Kids walked miles beside heavy carts every single day, through heat, storms, and dust so thick you couldn't breathe. Food ran out, animals died, wheels broke, and sometimes families had to abandon everything just to survive. Kids saw cliffs, rivers, deserts, and mountains, not as scenery but as obstacles trying to kill them. And if you did settle in a town, that didn't mean safety. Towns had their own problems: fires, diseases, crime, gangs, and harsh winters that wiped out food supplies. Schools were tiny, strict, and sometimes miles away. Many kids never went because they worked every day. And if they did go, they sat in freezing rooms, shared one book between 20 kids, and learned under a teacher who might have carried a gun just to keep order. Friendships were fragile because families moved constantly, chasing work, escaping droughts, or avoiding danger. Kids didn't say goodbye, they just woke up one morning and found their friends gone forever. Life moved fast, and the West didn't stop for anyone. But even with all of this, Wild West kids were unbelievably tough. They grew up learning how to ride horses, fix tools, survive storms, protect their families, and navigate land without maps. They weren't fearless, but they learned courage because they had no choice. Their childhoods were stolen by survival, but their strength built entire towns, ranches, and communities that shaped American history. So yeah, being a kid in the Wild West wasn't some cowboy fantasy. It was waking up every day hoping you made it to the next, working harder than most adults today, and growing up in a world where danger waited behind every door. And the fact that so many kids survived it is the only reason the Wild West existed at all. If you want more forgotten childhood stories from history, you know what to do.